Hello, everyone. I believe we are live. Just want to wait for this to propagate so I can make sure if you are here with me. Let me just make sure I got my camera on and all that. Okay, that looks good. Looks like my camera is on. Let me know if you can hear me well. You can post a hello or a wave or something in the comments. Let me know you're here. And if you're here live, you could put hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, you could do hashtag replay. I'm really excited to be speaking to you today about how to spot fake business coaches. It's happening a lot. This high ticket stuff is getting really popular, and seeing a lot of people out there, kind of taking advantage and stuff, unfortunately, and kind of breaks my heart when I get calls from people that have signed up for certain things and didn't get what they were looking for, didn't get the results that they were looking for, but still haven't lost hope and are out there trying to find solutions. So anyway, it's very common. And so I thought today, why don't we talk about how to filter out these fake business coaches so you can spot the fakers, okay? And if you're here on YouTube, if you could please like and subscribe as well. I do these lives weekly, but I do them in my Facebook group. So if you want to come and join my Facebook group, it's the Business Growth Blueprint for high ticket offers that sell. High ticket services that sell. It's really, it can work for anybody, but really works well if you have a service-based business and you're out there wanting to make an impact with people and help people. We talk about bundling your value so you can charge a premium price, how to set up systems to get the right people finding you, calling you, and paying you that will actually buy from you instead of it taking forever and just getting likes and followers and building that know, like, and trust factor over months, years, whatever. We set up the systems so that it happens pretty instantaneously, like within 24 to 48 hours. It's pretty amazing. So anyway, let's dive in. So today, just giving you ways to spot the fakers who just talk, but really can't deliver as promised. And why this is important is, like I said, doing these high ticket sales nowadays is exploding, and people have proven how profitable this model is. The problem is the market is flooded with coaches who teach these high ticket strategies, but have never really done it before. And the truth is that there's only really a handful of coaches who can bring in the results as promised. So I'm talking about this today to keep you from wasting your time, wasting your money by hiring a coach that can't really help you. All right, so let's dive in. I'm just going to take a sip of water here. So number one, okay, a real coach that's going to get you results should be getting awesome results now for themselves and their clients. Okay, they should be getting awesome results now for themselves and their clients. They should be helping clients from a variety of niches too, from a variety of things, not just one niche. And they should have a thriving business that gives them income freedom while making a significant difference in the world. So look at their clients, check for case studies or testimonials. Okay, are they working with clients from a particular industry only, or is their model so good that it can apply to anyone and everyone? And the most important thing is, are they getting those results right now? Because it can be so easy for a coach or a mentor to have one good month and highlight just that, or to succeed at something 5 years ago and never be able to duplicate that again. So, and there's also coaches who are, who tell you, go on a different social media platform because that's where all the cool kids hang out. But in reality, they are still making most of their income through Facebook. Okay. So for example, there's people out there who would say, oh, Facebook ads don't work anymore. And yet you're literally looking at their ad in your news feed on Facebook. So you can see, like, it's incongruent, right? It's so easy to make big promises in the coaching industry because once you understand how the marketing works, you'll be getting in front of more and more people. A coach can just hire a great copywriter sometimes and have really persuasive material But the problem is, can the coach deliver once the clients start coming in? Okay, do you see the difference? There are also coaches who successfully helped people in a certain niche and decided that this can work for all other industries. Okay, so just be careful, because what might have worked for the fitness industry, let's say, may not yield the same results when applied to relationships or businesses in general. Okay, so again, it's worth noting that the coach you should be looking for is getting consistent results for her clients. Okay, if not, then right away, you can just disregard that person and not even try to work with her. Okay, that checks that one out, right? Also, check for a track record. Are they just doing a beta test for a program or something like that? Don't work with someone who's just really starting out and doesn't have any of the results for anybody, because no matter how promising the program might be, they don't know what they don't know. So they might be teaching you a strategy that worked for them, but how can you be sure that it will apply to you? Make sense? Like, it really needs to make sense. Okay, like, what's the process that's specific to you? Is this just a general thing that you're just going to be thrown into, and then you have to kind of pick up, put the pieces together? Okay, which leads me into number 2. So the next thing to look at is, do they have stunning client reviews? Okay, this is important because you want to hear success stories of real people who invested and got results that were promised to them. Okay, they were told that they were going to get something, and then they got the result. So check the reviews and listen to both the good ones and the bad ones. Okay, remember that every time you want to get extraordinary results, then there's big changes that have to be made. If you want those extraordinary results, you have to make big changes, right? So when you go check out those client testimonials, see if big changes have happened in their lives. Okay, the clients shouldn't just be learning a new strategy or a better model. Their lives should have been significantly impacted when they joined that program. Okay, a legitimate coach will introduce you to a better version of yourself. So don't just settle for a 5-star review that really can't be substantiated with real stories. You want to go and check out those stories, listen to the stories, listen to where they were before, to what they've gotten out of it. And also make sure that they're not just reviews on free things that coach has done. I saw the other day, I was talking to somebody and they said, yeah, I think we're going to end up going with this other coach. And I said, okay, cool. Just out of curiosity, who's this other coach? I wanted to check him out. I'm always curious about these things. So I said, okay, well, good luck with that. If that's who you want to go with, that's cool. I looked up that other coach and I saw they do have testimonials, but the testimonials are based on a free kind of workshop she did. They weren't really based on people who've actually invested in her program. So I'm actually going to text this person back after seeing that, because it's a red flag for me. If I see that, and you can't really tell, but I can tell because I know what I know, right? But as a novice, as someone that is looking for a coach to help them with a certain thing, you might not catch it. And so I noticed, okay, these people are giving great reviews, but they're reviews based on the free workshop that she was given. They're not reviews based on the actual program that they've invested in with her. So that's a big red flag for me. Anyway, and then there's also a scam behind some of the regular reviews, right? If you don't see the actual testimonials of people, like what I do is I'll interview my clients once we're done. So I'll be like, where were you before? What do you do? Where were you before? After working with me, what results have you gotten? And they go into it, right? So anyway, there's another scam behind those other reviews that are just like 5-star reviews or whatever, or maybe like written. And what they do is they get people to leave an excellent review in exchange for, let's say, a freebie in the course, even if they haven't started with the program yet sometimes. So some will tell you that there's a bonus module or whatever that you can have, but you can only have it if and unlock it if you give them a 5-star review. So there's like all these little like sleazy kind of tricks out there. So you got to be really careful with those kinds of things as well. So of course, most people would jump on that kind of opportunity to get more additional information for free. So they'll just, do it, and it's just not real. It's not authentic. So just make sure that when you check out the reviews, it shouldn't just be a star rating. Okay. There should be real people there talking about their transformation that they've experienced in the program that you're thinking of investing in. Make sure they've invested in that same program and gone through it, and then the results that they've gotten through working with that coach, with that person. Okay. Really, really important. Okay. And then next one is number 3. Okay. Finally, the third thing to look out for is, do they offer a start to finish solution and support for every step of the way? And I kind of talked about this the other day in another Facebook Live. What was it about? It was about why people don't typically get results. Okay. And this kind of ties into that, is there's a lot of coaches out there who will just help you with one piece of the puzzle. And I often tell everybody, right, building a business, especially for time and money freedom, a lot of people go out and build a job for themselves, which isn't really the point. Most people get into business because they want time freedom. They want that flexibility, right? And what happens is, because we're trained in our society, and our whole society is built on how to be a worker, we've been programmed our whole lives. Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, work, do. And then when they get certified in something special, or they start a business, they end up creating another job for themselves. Because how would they know, right? How would they know any different? It's the employee mindset versus CEO empire business mindset, right? And they end up working in the business instead of on the business, because how would they know? It's very common. So anyway, back to my point of, there's so many pieces, right? So when you're building a house, for example, there's that framework, there's that structure, and there's that blueprint that you need to follow. But every house is a little bit different as well. But what happens if you build a house without following the blueprint? That structure is not going to be strong, right? The foundation's not going to be strong. The structure's not going to be strong. Things might be done out of order. Things might get missed. And then you're left with something that doesn't work, right? And it's the same thing with building a business. There's a framework to it. There's structure that needs to be done. And if it's done out of order, if a piece is missing, it's not going to work. And that's when people typically call me, is they have all these pieces. Maybe they've gone from one coach to another coach to another coach for this piece, for that piece, for this piece, like how to do email marketing, or how to write your first blog post, or how to create the ultimate sales funnel, or how to create an offer, what price should you charge, like all these different pieces, right? But if it's not working, it's because something's been done out of order, something's been missed in that framework. Okay. So maybe, like that to get clients, right? You need to get them to like a valuable free offer, I call it, then get them into a phone call to make the sale. But the problem is, if you get your how-tos from different sources, it's going to be a huge mess trying to figure out how to put them all together. There's no cohesiveness, because every piece of the process depends on all the other pieces for it to work optimally. Does that make sense? Write in the comments if you're with me that makes sense. I'm just going to check. Okay. So, or if you have any questions or anything, let me know too. So for example, okay, if you have a fantastic post and ads, but your funnel doesn't work, then people will not end up buying for you. Or if you have great sales funnel, but you're sending the wrong people into it, then you'll just end up getting 0 ideal clients. So you see why it doesn't make sense just to hire somebody or to get mentored at doing one piece of the process at a time from different places. Okay. So like we're talking about making sure your coach has a start to finish process. So get someone who's going to get you all the way to your outcome that you want, from where you are currently to where you want to be in the end. Someone who has the ability to coach you in every step that will take you there. Make sense? Make sure that you will be investing in the transformation, not just mere information. I mean, you can get information anywhere, right? You can get information on YouTube, you can get information on wherever, different groups and stuff like that, free phone calls and things like that. But the problem with that is that nothing goes together. And because you're so unique. Like your experiences that you've had in your life, your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise is so unique, totally different than mine, totally different than any of my other clients, totally different than everyone in the world, because you're you. And then you pair that with who you ideally want to work with is going to be different than me or my other clients. And then what you ultimately want to create for your business is also, your vision is going to be different. So those three things combined, there's so many different combinations, right? You have to have someone that can be, that's again, not just general and not just pieces, because all those things have to go together and everything needs to be customized and stuck together so that it actually works. Hopefully I'm making myself clear here. So again, make sure you're not investing in information, because you can get that everywhere and then you're stuck, confused, spinning your wheels, frustrated. Where do I start? You want to be investing in the transformation from where you are today to where you want to go. Because the difference is you'll be handed all this information that you need, but you'll also be provided with the necessary support to ensure your success. Okay. Because after you get all the information, the real struggle is then the implementation of it. So you don't just want to be provided videos to watch and learn from. You need someone who's going to hold your hand and provide you that feedback and encouragement and reminders whenever necessary. And then also having it organized and structured in such a way, step by step, because again, if you're thrown into something and you're allowed to jump around all over the place, how's that going to work? It's not going in the right order. So you need to make sure that everything is organized and set up in the right order for you to follow, like a roadmap, right? To get you from where you are to where you want to go, everything. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Okay. Because ultimately a great coach can get results for the average person as long as she's determined and resourceful, okay, and coachable and decisive. There's a bunch of stuff in there. But anyway, she shouldn't offer like a one size fits all solution. Again, back to that general thing, right? Again, it's very specific, customized, and tailored. Like look for a coach that can do that, because a coach who tailor fits the program according to your needs is going to be much more effective than just throwing you in a group of a whole bunch of people following the same thing with no tailorization, with no customization. Again, just won't work, because everyone is different. Like I said, you're different, your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise is different, who you want to work with is different, and what you want to create is completely different than anybody else in the world. And then those three things need to be combined around that framework in order to get the results that you're looking for, in order to get you from where you are to where you want to go. So look for coaches that can do that. Okay. So I guess that's about it. Those are the three filters really that can help you weed out those fake coaches. Look for those things, look for those particular things. Are they getting amazing results for themselves and their clients now? Do they have stunning client reviews, testimonials that you can actually hear the client speak and hear, get those, what they had, where they were before, or what the results they got after working with them? And are those similar to the results that you want to get? And then 3, do they offer a start to finish solution that will take you to your desired outcome from where you are today? Okay, makes sense. So if you want to get into, a step-by-step game plan that can take you from where you are right now in your business to where you want to actually be, then type in the comments game plan. And I or someone from my team will get back to you with a DM, and we can set you up with a call, and we can have like a 45-minute clarity session. I call it a breakthrough session, because people are like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. And we can just go through, what's working, what's not working in your business, and where you want to go in your business, and then the best strategy to get you there. Okay. If it's a fit and we want to work together at that point, we can discuss that. If it's not a fit, if whatever, we can point you in the direction of where you can go to get that game plan for you. Okay, so thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next Thursday. And oh, hey Jenna, how's it going? Yeah, awesome. All right, so I'll see you next Thursday, 3 p.m. in the Business Growth Blueprint Group on Facebook. What else? What else? I think that's it. I can't remember what we're talking about next week, but it's going to be good. So come on in every Thursday, 3 p.m. I will be here live. And then if you want to watch any replays, the replays will be available in here as well, or on YouTube. Yeah, that's about it. So have a great week, and I will see you next week. All right. Take care, guys.